This is the 5:30 News on Q2, Montana's news leader.
Good evening and thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Jay Cohn.
And I'm Jeanelle Slade. The voter-approved initiative beefing up crime victims' rights voided today by the Montana Supreme Court.
Montana voters overwhelmingly approved CI 116 last November, but today's ruling says the initiative violates the state's constitution.
In today's 5-2 decision, Montana's High Court found that Marcy's law made at least 5 major changes, which violates what's called the separate vote requirement of the Constitution.
So essentially, the court found that Marcy's law made too many changes to be covered by just one constitutional initiative. The ruling today came in response to a legal challenge to the initiative filed by the ACLU of Montana, the Montana Association of Counties, and the Association of Criminal Defense Lawyers.
Marcy's law sought to ensure crime victims and their families have rights equal to those of those accused and convicted of a crime. Almost 2/3 of Montana voters supported the measure in the 2016 election. Now, among the requirements of the law, that crime victims had the right to attend every stage of the criminal proceedings and were to be notified of all hearings related to their case.
If you recall, county attorneys across Montana had concerns about the cost of complying with the law, and the Supreme Court agreed to postpone its effective date for 6 months. Coming up later tonight, we'll hear from Yellowstone County Attorney Scott Twido, and we'll get his reaction to the court ruling today. Michael Spell, one of 2 men convicted and sentenced for kidnapping and murdering Sydney schoolteacher Sherry Arnold, today was denied his appeal.
The Montana Supreme Court affirms that Spell was mentally competent when he pleaded guilty in 2012. The court agrees that Spell knew at the time that his actions were wrong and had the ability to stop himself from committing the crimes. It was January 7th, 2012, when Sherry Arnold disappeared after she had gone for a morning jog in Sydney. Both Spell and Lester Waters eventually pleaded guilty.
With today's ruling, Spell will continue to serve 100 years in prison for deliberate homicide, but he still could be eligible for parole in 25 years. Also today, the court ruled that sentencing Spell, a person with some intellectual disabilities, to prison is not a violation of cruel and unusual punishment.
Well, it's beginning to look and feel a lot like winter.
Yes, indeed. The month of November announcing its arrival today with snow and winter storm warnings, and tonight, slick roadways. From 70 degrees over the past weekend to freezing temperatures today.
It's a testament to the old adage, if you don't like the weather in Montana, just wait 5 minutes. Again, roads are slick and will likely get more dangerous throughout the night, so please take your time and slow down if you have to travel.
Chief Forecaster Bob McGuire joining us here on set tonight. Lots of snow, Bob, and it's starting to pile up a bit.
And just remember, the drivers out there, we are all rusty and driving in snow, so there's going to be a lot of car wars on Crash Road tonight. That's what we could see. Look at this Doppler radar showing the snow continues across much of south central Montana. Earlier on, you see a little green stripe. That's where we had the temperatures just warm enough. The snow is changing back to rain, but now that has since gone. Let me show you how much snow has fallen in some of our neighbors around the region. Near Red Lodge Mountain, 6 inches of snow has already fallen. Reed Point, 5.5. Roscoe's had 5 inches. Nye had 4.5 inches. Joliet has had 4 inches. We did hear from Shepherd. They're reporting a 1/4 inch of snow up there. And here in Billings, in our grassy areas, we're seeing a 1/4 inch of snow here as well. And this is just the beginning. This stuff just started. We're expecting to see more snow as the night goes on. We'll have more about that coming up and all the watches and warnings in a few more minutes. Let's go back to you guys.
All right. Thank you, Bob.
The Bullock administration today spelled out specific options to fill the state's $227 million budget hole.
The governor's budget director speaking with reporters at the Capitol and says a special session of the legislature likely will be called within the next few days. Chief political reporter Mike Dennison tonight has the latest.
Dan Villa said state lawmakers and Democratic Governor Steve Bullock have agreed to a basic framework on balancing the state budget. 1/3 spending cuts, 1/3 tax increases, and 1/3 other, such as one-time budget transfers or fees. On Wednesday, he revealed the possible temporary tax increases and transfers, but said an agreement on which ones to adopt isn't quite there.
What we have proceeded to do throughout these negotiations is create menus for the respective leaders to take back to their caucuses, get input, get feedback, with the hopes of getting to some form of agreement. We're looking at, we need to come to some sort of solution in the coming days.
The state is facing a budget crisis because of less than expected tax revenue and $75 million in firefighting costs this summer. Villa said Republican lawmakers may agree to temporary tax increases to cover those fire costs. Tax hikes on the table include lodging, rental cars, liquor, tobacco, and workers' compensation fees. The budget transfers include things like money from the state employees' health fund or a broader fee on property owners whose homes are near fire zones. But Villa says Bullock won't ID the specific cuts he'd make until the other two parts are approved by lawmakers.
We are at $75 million in cuts, and the governor has committed to Republican leadership and Republican legislators that we will get to that number. How those particular cuts are allocated, we have not gotten there yet.
He also notes that the state is running out of cash by the end of this month, and if an agreement can't be reached,
we're hopeful that we can get there in the next several days because we really are running out of time to do something other than the full $227 million in reductions.
Reporting from Helena, Mike Dennison, MTN News.
Thanks, Mike.
Mike tells us that Villa says he hopes the special session would last for only a few days, with lawmakers convening later this month.
A Sheridan, Wyoming couple got a little more than bargained for this past pregnancy.
The Olson family of 4 recently doubled in size, and they couldn't be more excited. Q2's Asia Gore met with the family to see what life is like in this full house.
It seems like every day there was a new milestone, and you hold your breath that you make it to 20 weeks and then 24 weeks.
Like any dad-to-be, Dustin Olson counted anxiously the days until his wife's due date.
It was amazing to watch her. You know, she's amazing.
But unlike most expecting mothers, Heather Olson wasn't carrying just one baby.
When they gave me like the 4 to hold in my arms for a picture, I was like, this just does not seem real. Like, these are all 4 of my kids. It was pretty amazing.
Of course, the Olsons knew from the start they were pregnant with quadruplets.
We went in and the doctor scanned and got a kind of a serious look on his face, and he's like, oh, there's twins. I'm like, okay, well, you know, okay, that's okay. He goes, oh no, there's 3, there's triplets. And then he was almost done. He goes, but wait a second, I think I hear one more heartbeat.
But considering the high risk for complications, the Olsons held their breath, even waiting to set up the nursery room until they knew how many babies they'd bring home. The Olsons left the Denver hospital in October with 2 healthy baby girls and 2 baby boys.
On our way home from the hospital, there were lots of people at the restaurant that we were at that were curious about the babies, and then, you know, people would ask if they could take pictures of them.
They returned here to their Sheridan home, where they introduced the newborns to their 2 big brothers, 6-year-old Aiden and 4-year-old Kellen.
Do you have one that you like the best, maybe you're closest with?
Yeah, my now bike, I got like...
Oh, bike.
Life as the Olsons knew it has been flipped upside down.
Very busy. It's very busy around here, and we live in 4-hour increments. It's like we change them, we feed them, we put them down and do some playtime with them. You know, we get to hold them a little bit and then wrap them up, put them down for nap, and then start it all over again.
There we go.
They go through 36 bottles and at least 24 diapers each day. It's a reality these 2 teachers never would have expected when they met in 2005.
I never thought that was going to be me.
And one that almost didn't happen.
With all of our children, we did have trouble getting pregnant, and so we did use fertility treatments. However, we didn't have to do IVF or IUI.
Clearly, the treatment was very effective. What came as a shock was delivered 32 weeks later, a miracle.
I never would have thought that we would have 6 kids, let alone quadruplets, but I can't imagine, you know, our life any different now. I mean, from the minute that they were born, it just always has seemed to fit.
I'm 33, so by 50 they'll all be in college. Or a basement.
In Sheridan, I'm Asia Gore, MTN News.
Wow.
Wow, I could barely handle one at a time.
They definitely have their hands full, so to speak.
Yes, they do.
And if you're wondering about the hospital expenses, the Olsons say, thankfully, insurance covered the $3.5 million bill.
The Olsons also say they are thankful for the Sheridan community for bringing by food and supplies almost every night.
Well, still to come on tonight's 5:30 News, break out your notebooks. It's time to study up on this month's One School at a Time contestants.
And later in sports tonight, Scott sets the table for opening night at your PBR World Finals in Las Vegas.
You're watching MTN News with Jay Cohn. and Jeanelle Slade. Storm Tracker weather with Bob McGuire. And sports with Scott Green. This is the 5:30 news on Q2, Montana's news leader.